and in life. The TU MBA program is offered 100% online or on campus. It's accredited and affordable and can be completed in as little as 14 months. There are 9 concentrations to choose from and no GRE or GMAT is required. Are you ready to accept the challenge? Visit tiffin.edu to apply today.
Tiffin University has been named a military-friendly school for the 2023-24 academic year. The designation was made by the military-friendly organization after surveying levels of satisfaction among qualifying.
Two captains will meet at the midfield. Captains will meet at the midfield stripe for the coin toss. While they do that, let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups. First for Hillsdale, the offense, the quarterback number 13, Colin McKernan. He's 6'1" and 195 pounds. The starting tailback is number 20, Ben Ngishu. He's 5'9", 190. Number 18, Tut Carrico, 6', 200 halfback. The wide receivers, number 23, Connor Pratt, 6'2", 190. Number 1, Shea Ruddy, 5'11", 185. The tight end is Andrew Konechny. He's 6'4", 245, wears number 84. The offensive line from left to right, number 51, Ethan Josa, 6'5", 280. Number 77, Ryan Strasser, 6'6", 310. Jesse Mendoza, number 74, 6'5", 290. The right guard, number 75, Josh Holba, 6'3", 290. And number 67, Carter Cushman, 6'5", 300. When Hillsdale has the ball, the Dragons will be on defense. The starting defense for the Dragons, the ends, number 13, Chris Artis, 6'2", 212. Number 11, Chris Walton, 6'2", 230. The tackles, number 96, Gio Albanese, 6', 300. And number 92, Jokel Brown, 6', 310. The linebacking core for the Dragons, number 20, Aiden Fisher, 6'3", 220. Number 2, Ethan Evers, 6'1", 225. The secondary for Tiffin, the defensive backs, number 7, Danny Mason, 5'10", 180. Number 21, Dennis Crawford, 5'9", 175. Number 3, Isaiah Funches Foster, 6'2", 195. Number 1, Jacob Twebe, 6', 190. And number 12, Malik Baker, 6'2", and 190 pounds. Captains at the midfield stripe right now, getting their instructions from the official. No coin has been tossed yet. Here's the starting offense for the Dragons. There's the coin toss. We'll tell you who won the toss here first. Looks like Tiffin won it. The Dragons will win the toss. They'll defer. Hillsdale will get the football, and they will be moving from the north end towards the south end when we get going. Here's the Dragons starting offense. Number 2, Alex Johnson's a quarterback, 6'5", 230-pounder. Starting tailback today will be number 5, Tyrese Banks-Dorn, 5'11", 220. Number 0, Ronald Blackman, inactive for at least this week, maybe inactive for a couple. Wide receivers, number 7, Will Jackson Linkart, 6'5", 230. Number 8, Amari White, 6'1", 200. Number 15, Ethan Holbrook, 6', and 190 pounds. The tight end, number 18, Joey Zalewski.
Overall in the nation, Division III in rushing, but on the other side you got Brody Bentalina, who was 5th overall with over 1,500 yards rushing. So far, Bentalina averaging about 80 yards a game on the ground, so not a bad start with him. You would hope to possibly get him a little bit more going in the season. While Sagato been a little bit of a struggle. He's only averaged 55 yards a game, so that kind of exemplifies the struggles Whitworth has had on the offensive side of the ball, where we usually see a little bit more explosive offense. So obviously we'll see what both backs have today, because 2 of the top running backs in the country in Division III football.
And we're getting ready to kick things off here. It'll be the Pirates set to kick, and Pacific is set to return. In the case of the Whitworth Pirates, kicking things off for them will be Jake Gaffney. And in the case of Pacific, you have a couple back to return.
Welcome to Johnny Unitas Stadium, where today Gordy Combs and I will bring you all the action between the Towson University Tigers and the Phoenix of Elon. Both teams come in with a record of 3-2. Both teams come in with a record of 1-0 in the CAA. The Tigers, led by freshman quarterback Andrew Ingdorf. Ingdorf has thrown just 1 interception through the first 5 games. On the other hand, Elon, a very balanced offense, as they're averaging around 200 yards on the ground and through the air. It should be an exciting game. Both teams need this victory in the CAA today to get to 2-0 and try to keep pace with the leaders. So Gordy and I will have all the action. Tigers looking for their first win against the Phoenix since 2000. Tigers and the Phoenix getting set for battle on a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Towson, Maryland. Temperatures in the high 70s, not much wind, and very few clouds in the sky. Well, Gordy, the one thing the Tigers going to have to do today, stop the run.
Yeah, and they have a dual threat at the quarterback in Landon Clark. He's matter of fact, he has more attempts than
the right, trying to lob it to him. He tried to do the higher wire act right past the 50-yard line, but just threw it a little bit high, a little bit wide, so the Boxers go 3 and out on their first drive.
3 and out for Pacific, so we will see what Whitworth can do here offensively as they're set to return. We got Tyson Hokie, who is the return man for the Pirates. Ball is punted, and we got a fair catch, and it'll be Whitworth's football at around their own 30-yard line.
Well, not a bad kick. The return man looked like Tyson Hokie decided not to take it upfield. Fair catch, so good field position for the Pirates to start their first drive of the game. Their own 32-yard line. Quarterback Logan Lacio will lead out the Pirates from the quarterback position.
And excuse me, the correct pronunciation is Tyson Hoke. It rhymes with Coke.
Okay.
So that's on me there. But it will be Whitworth football now.
Nico Bowler. It's enough for Charger first down.
First down, Hillsdale, 43-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Man, not much happening. Maybe the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. Maybe pushing this play forward for 2 on the first down carry.
Yushu with the carry, gain of 2 on the play.
Yushu the carry, and a gain of just a couple.
Gio Albanese.
Gio Albanese was there, the senior, 6'1", 315 out of Cincinnati St. Xavier, as well as Jokel Brown, the junior from Springfield. And second down call at 8 as Hillsdale plays in Tiffin territory as we approach 3 minutes into the contest. Second down play. 2 receivers right, tight end on motion right, back to where he came from. Fake handoff, rolling to his right, fires in the flat, nowhere near. Short hop. And it's now 3rd down and long, 3rd and 8.
3rd down.
At the gain, the Tiffin 34-yard line. It's a long 8, short 9 here. Opening drive of the game for Hillsdale.
The quick blitz wasn't picked up, and Lacio had to get rid of it a little bit sooner than he wanted to.
3rd down and 20. 12:46 remaining here in the first quarter. Ball thrown into the flat, and that certainly will.
Ball is caught at the 11-yard line, where your Dragons will start out 1st and 10.
First and 10 from the 11. Alex, straight back. Swing pass, looking for Tyrese Banks-Dorn, and incomplete. A little too wide, trying to find his running back, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Tyrese Banks-Dorn, ball's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Second down 10. Snap, handoff, Banks-Dorn up the middle of the field to the 15, giving again a 4 on the 2nd down carry. Second down, a long 6 here, short 7 for Tiffin on their opening possession of the game.
Neil Likens. 3rd and 7.
About 4 minutes in here, opening quarter. Snap, Johnson, straight back from the 5-yard line. Pumps, he's going to get dropped at the 3-yard line and a sack. Sacked by number 34, Luke Pinola, the redshirt freshman linebacker. And the Dragons are going to be punting the ball from the back of their end zone. It's going to be grabbed at the 45-yard line to the 50 and to the 47. The penalty flag comes flying in, and the Chargers will have excellent field position regardless of the penalty flag.
Punted out. Koch, the return man. Koch, excuse me. And he gets brought down shortly. Coming up with the tackle there was Bison Vasquez for the Boxers. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Whitworth on their own 28-yard line. Not a lot of offense to start this game for either team thus far. Both defenses coming out looking sharp. As you mentioned, both of these offenses have had its struggles early on in the season. 1st and 10 here for Whitworth. Ball snap, fake handoff thrown into the flat to Hoke, who goes out of bounds.
This is one of those RPO plays, faked it up the middle, the quick hitter to the outside, able to hook up with Hoke, makes the catch, picks up about 7 or 8. So what Whitworth has to do, he utilizes those RPOs, little play action, and just those quick hitters to the outside.
10:08 remaining in the first quarter. 2nd down and 3 for the Pirates. Ball is snapped, thrown to Hoke again, very similar play, and that'll be good enough to pick up a 1st down for Whitworth.
We're working on Quincy Springs. Pretty much the same type of play. This time there wasn't any RPO action, just a quick out pattern, get toward the sideline. Same exact play, up to their own 41-yard line, the first down of the game.
Just over 9.5 remaining now here in the first quarter. 0-0 ball game. First. He is up and walking off on his own, which is a decent sign here. 9 minutes and 14 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Pirates on their own 48-yard line. Neither team yet to put points on the board in this one. Obviously, plenty football to go here for that to happen. And trying to march their way down the field is the Whitworth Pirates. And it is now 2nd and 3 for them. Sharing the backfield with the quarterback, Lacio is Salgado. Got a receiver in motion. Ball snapped high, handed off to Salgado. He tries to find a hole, and he is able to get just enough to pick up another Pirate 1st down. Ultimately coming up with the tackle is Kanaoa Mizukami for Pacific.
So there's a pair of running like with Salgado is look like he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage, but just found enough of a hole and really use his power to get forward into Pacific territory the 1st down.
And this is a Northwest Conference opener for both of these teams. Ball handed off to Salgado again. You expect for the Pirates to continue to feed him. It's Nehemiah Falaelu who was able to come up with the tackle, but another solid 1st down pickup there, 1st down gain for that of the Pirates. 6-yard pickup on the Salgado run.
Well, if you're Coach Sandberg, you're going to like that, trying to at least try to establish Salgado, and if you can get about 5 or 6 yards of carry, establish that line of scrimmage, that'll go a long ways for the Pirate offense today.
2nd and 4, 7.5 to go here in the first. Another high snap. A lot of those snaps have been high, and so the Pirates have to be careful with that. But yet another successful rush for Luis Salgado, picking up another 1st down for Whitworth as they continue to march.
Yeah, just powering it between the tackles. Good job of Lacio Field. Now he actually go up with one hand, field the snap, and like you said, a bunch of high snaps so far early in this game, and Salgado will again power his way forward.
Salgado gets rid of it quick, finds his primary receiver in Hoke.
The sophomore from Botha, Washington, 3 catches on this drive, all pretty much out patterns working on Quincy Springs. As Springs is given at least 8 to 10 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Second down. Forced out of the pocket is Lacio. He'll take it himself, and he will go out of bounds, but he will pick up the first down in the process of doing so. So again, a solid drive thus far for that of the Whitworth Pirates.
Yeah, flushed out of the pocket. It looked like Tyler Johansson, the defense end, got pressure up the middle, but he loses containment, allows Lacio to show that he has enough room on the left side, takes it upfield, goes right past the first down marker, goes out of bounds for the first down.
6:16 remaining here in the first quarter. Ball snap handed off to Salgado up the middle, and he picks up a short gain on the play. And meeting him up the middle was Avon Tanioka for Pacific.
The thing you like about Taniak, he's so active right near the line of scrimmage. Junior for Honolulu comes up, makes it stick right near the line of scrimmage, only able to gain a yard on the play.
Second down and 9. Ball is snapped. Lacio looks right, throws right, and is able to find his receiver. And the reception was Chase Gomes.
Getting work on that right side, just a little hitch pattern. Up 5 yards downfield, able to get another extra yard or two, bringing up a makeable 3rd and 3.
Lacio looking for some instruction from the sideline. And he gets rid of it quick. Oh, but an incomplete pass, which should have been a first down for the Pirates, will now be a 4th down and 3.
Caleb Norcroft just popped up on a little stick pattern right in the middle of the field. He was open on the play. Looked like they're going to go for the field goal. Iden Bone, the kicker for Whitworth, had a really good year. In fact, his first game against Gustavus Adolphus in the win, he kicked 3 field goals, so he's got a good leg at the right half, so Coach Sandberg has a lot of confidence in Bone.
Pirates looking to put the first points on the board in this one. The field goal is up, and it is money. 3-0 lead for the Pirates, 4:46 remaining here in the first quarter. And we have finally got a team on the board in this one.
A lot of times you see the coaches gamble, but like I said, I think Coach Sandberg has a lot of confidence in Bone. He has a good leg, and he just powered that one through. That would have been good probably from about 50. So they're within the 50-yard mark. He's going to kick with Bone. Like I said, 3 field goals in the first game against Gustavus Adolphus in the win in Spokane.
So the return team coming onto the field for the Boxers, as is the kickoff team for the Pirates. That scoring drive, 12 plays, 53 yards, and 5 minutes and 39 seconds for Whitworth, as that led to them being up 3-0 in the contest. Again, 4:46 remaining here in quarter number 1. Jake Gaffney kicks it off. Boxers will return. Somebody got leveled near the sideline, and that calls for a reaction here from the Boxer fan base.
He kicked a little bit short. Eventually, Riley Camarillo was the one that fielded, able to get upfield up to his own 29-yard line, and I didn't see who got laid out, but there was a Whitworth player that just got absolutely blasted on the play.
First down and 10 for Pacific again. Near their own 30-yard line is where they've started majority of their drives in this one. Currently have the ball on their own 29. Ball snapped to Smith. Fakes the handoff, gets rid of it, but the pass is low, and it'll be incomplete.
Tried to hit Schaaf on a little hitch pattern to the right side, 5 yards downfield, but just underthrew it. He was open on the play, so got to get a little bit more mustard on that one. Just short hopped him on the throw. He was open on the play. Probably should have been about a 5-yard gain, but again, could get the ball up to Schaaf.
Second down and 10 for Pacific. 4:37 remaining in the first. Ball snap, handed off to Bantalina. He cuts up, and he will maybe pick up a short gain on that one, but it will lead to a long third down as Tyree Pearson was able to come up with the tackle for the Pirates. It'll be a gain of 2 yards on the play, 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, the freshman was Salt Lake City, able to just fight his way through and just trip Bantalina enough where he couldn't get up to full speed, only able to gain 2, so another 3rd and long coming up for the Boxers.
Third and 8. Smith instructing his squad. Smith drops, looks up the field, launches it up the field, and pass interference will certainly be called on that play as he was attempting to connect with his wide receiver down the street. And the receiver was Micah Warren, and the penalty was certainly called on that one.
Tried to go deep. The receiver is open. The ball was underthrown on the play, and coming back trying to defend, ISC lineman made contact right before the ball arrived, so this will be an interference penalty. So again, if he leads them on the play, possibly could have been a touchdown, but he underthrew it. But luckily, the defender, right, trying to get back into coverage, made contact while the ball was in the air. Easy interference call.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 now for the home team as they look to drive down the field and put some points on the board as well. Bantalina up the middle, breaks one tackle and is met by a few others, and he'll pick up a few on that play. Leading the way of those few others was Hunter Latier for Whitworth. 2nd down and 7 now for the Boxers. Under 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. 3-0 lead for the Pirates. Smith in the shotgun. Ball handed off. Lucas Voss gets around the edge of the defense, barrels his way forward, and that may be just short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and short now here for the Boxers.
I didn't think they got a good mark on the play. Voss gets his first carry, able to get to the outside. They lose containment on the edge of the Whitworth defense. Voss able to power forward. I thought he actually got to the 1st down marker, but they marked him about a yard short and even get to the 44-yard line, mark it at the 45.
3rd down and 1 for the Boxers. Now just under 2.5 to go here in the first. We got some stoppage of play on the field.
Take timeout, Pirates.
3-0 Pirate lead, 2:27 remaining here in the first quarter. We will be back just after this timeout on FloCollege Sports Network. We come out of the timeout, 2:27 remaining, 3rd down and 1 for Pacific. Ball snapped, Hand it off to Bantalina. He'll try to get around the edge of the defense, but
Gonna be short.
Going to be just short. And I'm imagining the Boxers are going to go for it here on 4th down and what is probably inches.
Well, you're in Whitworth territory. You have maybe a half yard to get to the 45. And they're going to punt the ball. Well, maybe just the way this game is going, field position, you don't want to give the field position back, but half yard, you have one of the better backs. Need a little bit of surprise. And I think you'd maybe line up offensively, even if you don't snap it, maybe try to draw them offside as well. But instead, the Falconers are going to be very conservative here and punt this one away and play field position.
So the punt unit on the field for Pacific. The kick is up. And it'll be a fair catch at about Whitworth's 11-yard line. So that is where they will start off with the football. Looking to drive it down the field. 1:35 remaining here in quarter number 1. 3-0 Whitworth lead. And the ball is theirs on their own 12-yard line.
Well, the Boxers can possibly get a 3-and-out here. Then they get the field position back. The defense hasn't been playing badly. It's a nice long sustained drive where the Pirates were able to get some points on the board.
Man in motion. Ball handed off. It'll be a short gain on that carry for the Pirates.
Got Kurt Solano gets the first carry of the game. Junior from Seattle, Washington, trying to sweep to the left side, but well contained by the Pacific defense, only able to pick up 2.
2nd and 8 here. Clock continues to run. Ball snapped, thrown into the flat, and good cut up the field. A hard hit there on the play, but a solid gain for the Pirates. Coming up with the hit was Caden Huppin. It was Caleb Northcroft who came up with the catch, and that will be good enough for a first down for the Pirates.
Well, swing past the outside to Northcroft. He got a nice block up field. Looked like the wide receiver Dawson Tobeck able to pick off his man, give him enough of an alley, get upfield. Huppin came up and has the big hit, but still able to pick up the first down.
Clock still running, 25 seconds to go here in the first. Ball snap, thrown into the flat to Northcroft again, and he's able to pick up yet another first down before being forced out of bounds by the Boxers.
Then fake up the quick hit again to Northcroft, gets the catch, and again, good blocking on the outside. The last 2 plays, the receivers blocking on the side they've thrown the ball have given them enough in the alley, so again, good blocking on the outside by the other Whitworth receivers.
Seeing some hurry-up offense action here, but we will not have another down prior to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 Pirate lead as they will continue to try and drive down the field to add to their point total. The Boxers obviously yet to score in this one, looking to get another stop. We will be back with the second quarter of action shortly on FloCollege Sports Network.
We want to congratulate all of your amazing support of Boxer Athletics and Boxer Football by giving you the Fan of the Week this week. Thank you. Go Boxers! Nice job. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys.
Second down and 10 here for Whitworth. And Kurt Solano still in the backfield for the Pirates, so wonder if anything's going on with Salgado as the handoff is fake to Solano, and then getting rid of it quick was Lacio for yet another incomplete pass.
Well, great job of the defensive end for the Boxers. Nahe Aki, the freshman from Kalihi, Hawaii, able to drop back in coverage. He got a little piece of the ball, so just a great read and good athleticism to drop back into coverage and get a little piece of that ball. So that's just a great play by the linebacker.
Third down and 10. Ball snap. Lacio drops. Lacio gets rid of it in traffic, and a good catch there to pick up a first down for Pacific. Jumping up for the catch was Deacon Dietz, and that was a heck of a play.
Well, the Boxers only rushed 3. They dropped 8 in coverage, but a crossing pattern right in the middle of the field. Dietz did a great job of going up in traffic, making the catch right at the 48-yard line for a big third down conversion, and a nice ball by Lacio, but it'd be a better job of Dietz going up in traffic to make a tough catch.
Lacio throws up the left sideline. Can he connect with his receiver? He cannot. Solid throw. He had a chance there, but good coverage, just good enough to be able to break up the play.
Well, they try the out patterns to the wide receiver, Hoke, and this time they go deep on him. He had Springs beaten by a step. Was a little bit underthrow, tried to go down and make the diving catch, but couldn't secure it.
Second and 10 here. 14-10 remaining here in the first half. Lacio gets rid of it and is able to find Dietz on the play.
Junior for Longview, Washington, out pattern toward the sideline, makes the catch. Looked like for a split second he's maybe juggling a little bit, still able to secure it at the 41-yard line, bringing up third and a long 2.
Third and 3 here. The Boxers looking to get a stop and continuing to look to march is the Pirates. Again, we haven't seen Salgado at all on this drive.
Now, it could just be a rotation. They might just try to give him enough of a rest, so just one time they're going to play the receiver.
And still driving down the field is the Pirates as they're able to pick up the first down.
Good read by Lacio. He saw the blitz coming. He just hit his hot route with Taylor Wells, the tight end, releasing from the line of scrimmage, wide open over the middle of the field.
Lacio leaves the pocket. And he gets rid of it right in front of his team sideline.
Like Ty Faker gets his first catch of the game. Lacio rolling out. Faker comes back to try to help him out. He makes the catch on the sideline, but only able to gain a yard on the play.
Second and 9 here for Whitworth. Ball is snapped. Handed off to Solano. He's able to break one tackle in the backfield, evading a defender. Gets met by multiple after picking up a few on the play.
And try to weave his way through traffic, but not to be able to find a lot of room up the middle, only able to pick up a couple yards as he'll come out of the game. So Gatto back in the game for the Pirates. So I think it's just a rotation. I don't think there's anything wrong you usually see these days where backup running back will get his share of reps, try to preserve the starting running back and not overuse him during the season.
Third down and 7. Lacio throws it over the middle of the field, and a good pass breakup there for the Boxers. It's Everett Ratliff able to break up the play.
Yeah, good coverage downfield. Ratliff only going 5'8", while Polk on 6'2" had the size advantage, but got in position to knock that ball away. Polk a big target at 6'2", and again, they're going to try the field goal with Bone. This will be about a 45-yarder, and again, he has the leg.
Bone already having made a field goal in this one, which is why the Pirates have a 3-0 lead. And this kick is blocked, and the Boxers coming away with it. Can they go the distance? And getting brought down from behind is Pacific, but a huge play on 4th down, blocking the field goal attempt. And now they'll have the ball on the opposing team's about 30-yard line.
Well, that ball is kicked way too low. He just more or less kind of kicked it in the line, picked up by the Boxers, almost returned. Actually, the holder, Matthew Herzog, on the play, able to save the touchdown, but the Boxers, a big break on special teams. I think that Bryson Vasquez was possibly returning it on the block field goal, almost a scoop and score after the block. So a big break for the Boxers with special teams, almost able to return it, but still able to get to the 30-yard line to see if they can take advantage of the field position.
1st down and 10 now for Pacific. Smith in the shotgun, shares the backfield with a pair of his backs. Will fake the handoff, throws it up the left sideline, and that pass is broken up as he tried to target Michael Warren again on that play. Warren, you could already tell, is a downfield threat for this Boxer team.
Yeah, Chris Knutson, when he's in cover, he's got the inside position, try to throw it up high. Warren, using that big 6'4" frame, try to come over the top and make the catch, use that athleticism, but just a good play that time by Knutson to be able to get enough of the ball and get back in position to make the play.
2nd down and 10. Ball snapped to Smith. Smith hands it off to Bantalina. He gets nowhere.
Well, he tried to delay up the middle, and good job of the defensive lineman. It looked like this time it was Dylan McCain, sophomore from Spokane, Ferris High School, able to make the play right at the line of scrimmage. So Bantalina just not able to find enough room going up the middle.
3rd and 10 after no gain on the play from Pacific. For the Boxers, you definitely want to try to capitalize on this drive here. You've got a big 3rd down to try and do so.
Well, at least try to get maybe 6 to 7 yards to have a chance to possibly a field goal if you don't go for it. Try not to lose or take a big sack in this situation. So if you don't get the 1st down, try to get a little bit further downfield for a possible field goal.
Ball snapped to Smith. Smith with a good pass, and better than a few yards, they are able to pick up a 1st down. Solid play by the Boxers.
Well, they hit Rass a little in pattern toward the middle of the field, able to make the catch. Good job of Smith having poise in the pocket, looking upfield, seeing a second read, and Rass, the tight end, comes in with a big clutch catch, 1st down to the Whitworth 18-yard line.
10:20 remaining here, and the clock continues to run. 2nd quarter, 3-0 Pirate lead. Boxers looking to change that on this drive. Smith fakes the handoff, runs right, gonna try to take it himself, and is able to get past another defender, and a solid gain there by Keaton Smith, keeping it on the play, and the Boxers are looking to score as they're inside goal line territory.
Yeah, Ryan Porcher saves the touchdown, and that's the case. They fake it to Bantalina, and the Whitworth defense went to Bantalina. All of a sudden, nothing but open territory to the right side. Smith able to sprint his way, get outside the numbers, pushed out of bounds, but gets 13 yards, brings up 1st and goal at the 5.
Smith trying to find Warren, and an interception, a big-time play to stop the Boxers from scoring on what we thought could have been an automatic opportunity for them to do so.
Well, they try the fade pattern again. They try to hit the 6'4" receiver, Michael Warren, but good job of Knutson just finding the ball. If you're going to throw the back shoulder, you got to throw it a little bit further and a little bit higher. Instead, he kind of underthrew it enough, and the defensive back opposition made the play. So not a good ball by Smith, and a huge turnover. 1st they'll go at the 5, and again they try the fade pattern. Again, you try to use that 6'4" body of Micah Warren, who's good athleticism, the freshman from Tempe, but not a good ball, and the defensive back made an even better play to get the interception.
So it'll now be 1st down and 10 for the Pirates. After the touchback on the interception, they'll start off with the ball on their own 20-yard line. Ball snap, Lacio pumps fakes twice, gets flushed out of the pocket, then throws it up the sideline. That'll be an incomplete pass.
And good pressure by Pacific. Nobody open downfield. Tanioka closing quickly. Lacio had to get rid of it right when he was hit by Tanioka. More or less threw that one away. So good pressure by Tanioka up the middle.
Second down and 10 here. 9:18 remaining here in the second quarter. Lacio scoops it forward. And decent pickup on the play there.
Take a little end around Nate Peterson, the tight end sophomore from Federal Way, able to find enough gap. A little bit of a gap to the right side as do a little cross-buck action, able to get his way upfield. Gets about 7, bring up 3rd and 3.
Big third down here for Pacific, looking to get a stop. Fake handoff, ball thrown right. And cutting up the field for what will be good enough to move the chains is the Pirates.
That's a good timing play. The quick hitter to the outside after the play action to Salgado. Dawson Tobeck, senior from 9 Miles Fall, Washington, able to make the catch right toward the sideline. Big third down conversion up to their own 33-yard line.
First and 10. Lacio hands it off. Salgado, the ball carrier, he gets stopped for a short gain, if any at all. It's Rylan Maai coming up with the tackle.
Good job, Maai, just fending off the blocker right near the line of scrimmage, able to get in position, make the tackle, only able to pick up a yard. So far, so good for the Pacific defense, and Salgado doing a pretty good job of containing him early.
Second and 9. Clock continues to run. Just over 7.5 remains here in the first half. Lacio drops back. Good rush off the edge, and his pass is blocked. It was Rain Passy coming up with the big-time play, blocking the pass attempt after rushing off the edge, making things tough on Lacio.
Well, they're setting up the screen. It was well read, and Passy able to jump up. And that second time that they blocked a pass on this similar type of play, they're trying to set the screen, and again, almost intercepted. So good play by Passy, recognized it going up, blocking that one, and almost getting the interception on the deflection.
Throws over the middle, does! Lacio and a PBU for Pacific. It's Keon Mills coming up with the pass breakup on that play. It'll be 4th and 9 for the Pirates.
Great job of anticipation by the freshman from Pasadena, California, as he comes up, makes the play, almost gets the interception. He tried to gun one right over the middle of the field, but Mills comes up and makes the play. Thought he had a chance to get the pick off, but kind of the ball arrived right when the receiver, the defensive back, Mills, came in while the ball was in the air. Incomplete pass, but a big stop by the Boxers.
Matthew Herzog set to punt. Josiah Chafin sets return, and the punt is blocked. Oh my goodness, this Boxers special team action has been going great, and they will get great field position yet again. How about it for this Boxer defense and their special team units on that side of the football?
I think it was Brock Ammer that got the penetration, so the second big special teams play by the Pacific special teams as they blocked the field goal earlier. Now they blocked the punt. It kind of goes fluttering to the side about 5 yards downfield. Eventually, Pacific able to get on top of it, but again, great field position. See if they can catch this one as they'll start this drive at the Whitworth 37-yard line. So Pacific special teams have come up big twice already in this game.
Now Boxer football on their 36-yard line of the Pirates. Smith in the shotgun. Ball snapped to him. He tries to get rid of it quick and does. And he passes it to Josiah Chafin, it looks like, over there on the far side of the field.
It looked like he was able to make the catch. Had to go down low to the ground to make it to the defensive back. Omari Williams was right there, but able to just kind of squeeze it in a tight window. good hands by Chafin to get his hands underneath the ball while he's on the ground.
2nd down and 3 for the home team. Smith hands it off to Bantalina. He tries to bounce outside, is contained though, and that'll be a short gain of maybe 1 yard as Hunter Latier was able to contain Bantalina, forcing him to have to keep the ball up the middle where the traffic existed.
And that's a good job. Also, Knutson coming up. He was playing on the edge, forced them back to the inside. Latier comes up and makes the tackle, so like that's going to be no gain, half yard at best. Bringing up another crucial 3rd down play for the Boxer offense.
3rd and 3 here, just under 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. Still 3-0 Pirate lead. Smith drops back, throws it up the field, and a little bit of an overthrow on that play. Solid coverage, but just too much on it, and it'll be 4th down and 3 now for Pacific.
Now I think you're a little bit too far for the field goal, too far into Whitworth territory to punt this one away, so they should go for it here. Good blitz pickup. They got the one-on-one coverage that they wanted with Chafin going downfield. Try to drop it in the bucket, but just overthrew him a little bit too far. And actually it looked like
Riley Camarillo.
Yeah, it's Camarillo that was actually the receiver on the play. Not bad coverage downfield and not a bad ball by Smith, but just overthrew him. Coach Falconer is going to take a timeout to talk this one over.
We got a timeout on the field, 5:42 remaining here in quarter number 2, 3-0 Pirate lead. We'll be back just after the timeout for the 4th down and 3 play.
Whitworth will take the timeout.
Pacific University's College of Business offers an MBA in downtown Hillsborough designed for working professionals and taught by an international faculty and staff who put the student first. Earn your MBA in only 15 months, attending Friday afternoons and Saturday every other week. Join an MBA program known for creating principled leaders that are impactful business professionals and exceptional human beings. Pacific University's College of Business, a place where you can thrive.
Down and 3 here for the Boxers. Got a man in motion. Ball snapped to Smith. He rolls right, is surveying right, gets near his own team sideline, finally gets rid of it, and that will be a turnover on downs. It'll be Pirate football.
Oh, good pressure that time. Looked like Mason Tuamalate, defensive lineman, freshman from Hawaii, able to get the pressure, force Smith to the outside, looking, nobody pops open, trying to throw one downfield, but the incomplete pass. So 2 big missed opportunities by the Boxer offense after special teams plays to put them in Whitworth territory, but come up with nothing on both possessions.
First and 10 for the Pirates. Ball handed off to Salgado to pick up a few. Maybe two. Everett Ratliff coming up with the tackle for Pacific. Second down and 7 now for Whitworth. Ball snap, fake handoff to Salgado. Ball thrown over the middle of the field. Good pitch and catch there, and that'll be a first down for the Whitworth Pirates.
Crossing pattern by Drake Matthews as he makes the diving catch in the middle of the field. The sophomore from Gig Arbor made a nice catch, kind of extended that big frame of his 6'3", 190-pound sophomore. Makes a nice catch in the middle of the field. Good ball by Lacio.
First and 10. Ball on the Pirates' 47-yard line. 4:25 remaining here in the first half. Lacio dumps it off over the middle to Salgado. Salgado able to shake a couple of defenders, pick up the first down, and then finally be stopped up by several Boxer defenders, but never put down. First down pickup again for Whitworth.
Yeah, that was a good second effort. Just a little dump-off pass over the middle, about 7 yards downfield. Get him open space, sidestep one defender, sidestep another defender, powers his way forward all the way to the Pacific 42-yard line. So that was a good, like you said, Devon, second effort by Salgado.
First and 10. Lacio gets flushed. Will keep it himself and get forced out of bounds after about a gain of 4 or 5.
A good job salvaging a gain on the play as nobody opened downfield. Eventually flushed out of the pocket, rolls out to the right side, took it upfield, escorts himself out of bounds, but able to again salvage about 3 or 4 yards on the run.
It'll be second down and 7. Ball on the Pirates, 39. Still 3-0 ball game. Salgado. It's a decent run on the play. Coming up with the tackle there was Bison Vasquez for the home team.
Little counter action is to go the other way. Salgado found a little bit of hole, cuts it upfield. Eventually Vasquez comes over, makes the tackle. Holden just short of the first down, and he needs to just get inside the 33-yard line. Just march just outside of that, so maybe need about a half yard to pick up the first down.
Wildcat action?
Yep, and unfortunately, the umpire throws the flag. I think we're going to possibly have a holding penalty going against Whitworth. That's a critical penalty on third and about a half yard. March it back 10 yards instead of picking up the first down. That's a huge holding penalty against the Pirates. Second holding penalty of the game for the Pirates. Eventually stalled at their first drive, but that's an absolute critical one.
Third down and a long 11.
Now they can let this go down to the 2-minute timeout and see if they possibly snap the ball before the 2-minute timeout. Doesn't look like they're going to get this one off.
And they will not. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. 3-0 Pirate lead. It'll be third down and 11 when we return right here on FloCollege Sports Network. 3rd down and 11. Ball snap. Boxers will get a good rush on the quarterback, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack in the backfield. Big time play. The Boxer defense steps up again as it's Nehemiah Falaelu who comes up with the sack on the play.
Great pass. He also has some pressure outside. As Lacio flushed out of the pocket, looking. He has to throw that one away. Takes a sack back in their own territory. Obvious punting situation, so you go from 3rd and a half yard to 4th and 18. Got to play field position here. No way you're going to go for it. Pacific's not going to use the timeout because they only have one timeout left, so either Whitworth punt this ball with almost no time left on the plate on the
drop punt still ultimately gets punted off, and it'll now be Boxer football.
Yeah, Matthew Herzog tried to field a low snap. Fortunately for him, the Boxers decided not to put a lot of pressure on him, so he had enough time to pick it up and punt the ball downfield safely. So again, almost another special teams disaster for the Pirates. Because they're going to start their own 25-yard line, only one timeout left, 1:08. So they'll have to probably at least get a minimum of 50 yards to have a chance for a possible field goal. So they're going to have to quickly get upfield to have a chance to possibly tie the game before halftime.
First down and 10, 1:08 remaining here in the first half. Boxer's going to look to try to drive quickly here. Ball is pitched out to Bantalina, and Bantalina picks up a short gain on the play.
Right, the toss sweep, good pressure, string it out by the defense. Like White, Hess, and Deacon Dietz come over and make the tackle as they go hurry up.
2nd down and 6 for the Boxers. The clock continues to dwindle. 45 seconds remain. Smith gets rid of it quickly to Chafin. Chafin
trying to get out of bounds.
Trying to work his way out of bounds. Doesn't quite look like he does, as the clock will continue to run. And now we got a timeout call on the field. So 34 seconds remaining in the first half. Boxers will call another timeout to try to preserve time and continue to drive as best they could to potentially put points on the board here to close out the first half of action.
Oh, you don't want the big mistake before the half. Whitworth will start the second half with the ball as Pacific started the game on the receiving end. And again, burned their last timeout. Chafin couldn't get out of bounds, so had to use the last timeout. So with only 35 seconds, no timeouts, going to have to get some big chunk plays to have any chance for a score.
It's been a tale of two defenses so far in this ball game, just 3-0. As you mentioned, special teams included. When you talk about Pacific's defense, making some huge plays on that side of the ball. And obviously, in the case of Whitworth's defense, they've been shutting out the Boxers to this point in the contest.
Well, last year we had 71 total points. So far we only have 3. So
yeah.
It was almost the exact opposite of all the big plays that we saw last year. Not a lot of big plays, and both defense are really stepping up as neither offense can get any consistency going, moving the ball downfield. Again, talking about the Boxer special teams making big plays, but the Pacific offense not able to take advantage of it.
3rd down and 1, 35 seconds remaining as we come out of the timeout. Smith pitches it to Bantalina, and Bantalina is able to get out of bounds.
Yeah, he does pick up the first down, so they'll stop the clock to mark it. They got to go hurry up, but you're going to have to get bigger plays, and again, the Whitworth defense is going to drop at least 3 safeties about 15 to 20 yards downfield.
Fake handoff to Bantalina. Quick laser in for a completion on that play. The Boxers still got to continue to hurry up. It was Camarillo on the catch.
Yeah, had to fit in a tight window, but doesn't pick up the first down.
Flush to Smith, and Bantalina unable to catch the short pass as he was looking to get up the field before reeling the ball in.
Yeah, just a 5-yard underneath pattern right in the middle of the field. Had all his momentum going right when he was about to catch it, but I think, like you said, Devon, I think he's kind of looking upfield to try to get some extra yards once he caught it, but not able to hang on to it now, only 6 seconds, so you more or less only have like one play, so kind of more or less have to try some like Hail Mary or just some center screen and get some blocks up front and try a big one that way, so more or less have only about 2 options.
Michael Warren is on the field out wide on the near side of the screen for Pacific. You expect them to try to go for him if they do indeed go for a Hail Mary play on this one.
Well, Coach Sandberg's going to talk it over with his defense, make sure you don't bite on some kind of hook and ladder. You're in position to, if they're going to throw a Hail Mary downfield, that you're able to knock it away. So just making sure your defensive players in position, and again, not going, again, the ball's caught in the middle field to make sure they don't try some kind of hook and ladder.
So 6 seconds remaining here in the first half. As we mentioned briefly ago, both of these defenses have held it down for each of their respective teams in this one. This is the Open and Northwest Conference week in NWC play. Of course, we have had Oregon Cup action where some NWC opponents have met here in the state of Oregon, but that did not count towards the Northwest Conference record of any of those 4 teams that competes in the Oregon Cup. So it all begins here in terms of NWC standings, and we got a good one so far, although low scoring here at Hanson Stadium. 6 seconds remaining. Smith gets rid of it, and we got an incomplete pass, and that will be all that she wrote for the first half of action here in this Northwest Conference bout. It is the guest Whitworth Pirates with 3 and the host Pacific University Boxers with 0. We will be back with some halftime numbers during the halftime break, and of course the second half of action right here on FloCollege Sports Network.
squad, boxer fans, who's ready for a field goal challenge? Let's come on up. I am so grateful to be joined today by our friends at Monster to give away some awesome swag to our fantastic Pacific contestants. We are going to kick a field goal today from the 10-yard line. You miss, you're out. You make it, you win. All right. Here we go. 5 contestants, 5 shots. Who's first? Mookie Betts. What's your name? My name is Andrew. I hope so too. What hats do you want it on? The pair of mine. I asked what hats, you'll go from the middle. There you go, Nick. Give it up for David. He's getting his step. He's getting his steps. Don't shake it. No hat. Who's next? Who's next? What's your name? I'm Kayla. Hi, Kayla. Kayla, do you think you're going to make the pick? I hope so too. Let's give it up for Kayla. Let's go, Kayla. Ooh, good ball. Good ball. Good hand to Kayla. Who's next? What's your name? DJ. Okay, here we go. You think you're going to make the pick? Of course. Of course. Give it up for DJ. He's getting his steps. Give him some noise now. Here we go, lots of fans. Oh, that might be the worst one tonight. Oh, Nancy, is that you? What's your name? Hi, Katie. How you doing right now? You think you're going to make this pick? Oh, no, I think you won. Somebody's got to win the swag. Here we go, Cadence. Give it up for Cadence. He's getting his step. I got a good feeling about this one. Ooh. Nice try, Cadence. Okay, Baker Mayfield. What's your name? I'm Cam. Hi, Cam. Cam, are you going to walk away with all the monster swag today? I hope so. I hope so too. All right, here we go. Give it up for Cam, ladies and gentlemen. Last kick, or he goes home empty-handed. Give Cam some love. Here we go, lots of fans. Oh, drills it! Drills it! Baker Mayfield, a.k.a. Mr. Clark, a.k.a. Cam goes home with a clear bag filled with monster swag. There we go. Thank you very much, Boxer fans. Let's cheer on the football team as we take on the Whitworth Pirates. Let's play volleyball.
What's the millimeter on this? 16?
Yeah, no, it's a wide. It's not very well for this.
Like how wide? Like if it's like, like
you're,
not quite, almost.
Offense have really been able to get it going. The only scoring in the game in the second drive of the game for the Pirates, Iden Bone made a 36-yard field goal to make it 3-0, but that's been it. If we look at the first half statistics, first downs 11-4 for Whitworth, rushing yards 14 for 63 for Whitworth, 13 for 37 for Pacific. Quarterbacks in the game, Wilton Lossio 14 for 24 for 120 yards, Keaton Smith 4 for 13 for 33 yards total offense. Whitworth does have a fairly decisive edge, 183 yards, Pacific with only 70. No turnover so far in the game. Penalty yards, none for Pacific, yet to be penalized, while Whitworth has 3 for 35. A critical holding penalty on third and about a half yard late in the second quarter killed one Whitworth drive. And both teams 2 for 7 on third down conversions. Gordy Bandolina, 10 carries for only 19 yards, and the leading rusher for Whitworth, Luis Delgado, 8 carries for 33 yards. And really, it's kind of summed up for Pacific in the first half. 2 excellent opportunities to put points on the board. They block a field goal, almost scoop and score for the return to get down to the 5-yard line. First a goal from the 5, but they try to fade in the end zone. But unfortunately, picked off if you're a Boxer fan by Chris Knutson, made a nice play in the end zone as they try the deep fade to Michael Warren. Then eventually Pacific, they block a punt again in Whitworth territory, but eventually they go out and down. So 2 golden opportunities for the Boxers to put a point before the first half, but not able to do so as Whitworth able to maintain 3-0 lead.
The Boxers struggling offensively, just 70 total yards in the first half. Pass attack's been a bit of a struggle. 4 of 13 is Keaton Smith in his attempts. He also threw the aforementioned interception that you just spoke of. And of course, on the ground attack, getting the primary carries is Brody Bentalina, who's gotten 10 rush attempts for just 18 yards. So the Boxers hopefully went to the drawing board during the halftime break to try to figure some things out offensively.
Well, one thing to maybe look for, I don't know if Coach Falconer would possibly change quarterbacks. He started McCona Kamaka Brace in the first game when they played Howard Payne in a lot. They struggled offensively in that game. And you also have Amana Tarape as well, who has a little bit of experience. So I'm not sure if he's going to pull Keaton Smith in the second half, but maybe try to put some out at the quarterback position, really kind of jumpstart the offense, because haven't really been able to do much the last game and a half against Wisconsin. Stevens Point didn't have a whole lot of yardage in that game as well. So again, for Coach Falconer, you might possibly go to one of the backup quarterbacks to jumpstart the offense. We'll see who he starts in the second half for the first snap.
But it will be the Pirates who are set to receive to open up the second half here. So the Boxers were the receiving team to open up the ball game, and they will get set to kick off. Pirates looking to try to find some momentum offensively as well, as they've had their own struggles being able to score the football in particular. Just a field goal is what separates these two teams after the lone field goal making this one by that of the Pirates. For Pacific, set to kick off is Isaac Ahmed. Back to return is the Pirates. And Pirates looking to break a big one here on this play, and nearly flushed out of bounds, and indeed flushed out of bounds. Ultimately is Whitworth. On the return there was Caleb Northcroft. And that was a big gain to kick off the second half.
He would start for the second half. Northcroft fields the kickoff on the right side and just found a nice alley, just fires right through there, gets that second level eventually. He does go out of bounds, but all the way to midfield. So about a 45-yard return and good field position for the Pirates to start their first drive of the second half.
First down and 10 from the 50-yard line for the Pirates here. Ball is handed off to Salgado. Salgado looking to get a solid gain, and that may be good enough for a first down there. Ultimately coming up with the tackle is Kanoa Mizukami. It's a gain of 9 on that play, so just short of the first down, but a good run on a first down play nonetheless. Second and 1 here. Ball snapped to Lacio. He'll hand it off again. And that will certainly be good for a first down pickup.
Good power running play to the left side. It easily picks up the first down. Eventually, Xavier Walker came over to make the tackle. Really needed one, picks about 4 or 5 all the way to the Pacific 37-yard line.
First down and 10. Ball on the Boxers 37. Ball snapped to Lacio. He hands it off to Salgado. Salgado just strikes up the middle of the field for a huge gain before finally being brought down by Bison Vasquez. It's good for another first down for the Pirates.
Salgado starting to get it going. A huge run up the middle. Shows the power, shows the speed all the way into the Boxer secondary as they go a little hurry up.
And Salgado gets it again. Breaks one tackle, but many more Boxer defenders arrive, and he'll be brought down in the backfield by Avon Tanioka.
It was a direct snap to Salgado. Is a little bit of a deke by the quarterback, Lacio, on the play, acting like he's kind of going out of the play or trying to do a little misdirection. But Salgado must have got the snap. He's going to be able to get the penetration, not able to turn it upfield. They'll actually lose 2.
2nd and 12 here. Just over 12 and a half to go here in the third quarter. 3-0 Pirate lead. All on the Boxer 19-yard line. Rolling out is Lacio, and he'll get brought down. Getting to him first is Rylan Mahai.
Rolling at the left side, looked downfield, but he got out of the pocket immediately. Didn't really scan the field. Good job of maintaining leverage by Mahai. Forces him back to the inside, makes the tackle, able to pick up a yard. So another big third down come up for Pacific defense. See if they can get off the field and the lead pulls the Pirates to top the field.
Third down and 11. Lacio fakes the handoff. Stutter steps, gets rid of it in the flat, and escaping one defender, but not another on that play was Taylor Wells, the tight end, and that will lead to a 4th down opportunity, assuming the field goal unit will be coming onto the field for this 4th down and 7.
Okay, Teddy Oak had a chance to make the tackle right near where the receiver Wells caught the ball, missed it, but still not able to get it field enough. Well contained by the Pacific defense. Now Bone will attempt the 3rd field goal of the game. 1 for 2. The previous one was blocked.
Bone kicks it, and that field goal is good. 6-0 Pirate lead off of a pair of Bone field goals, and it'll be the Boxers set to return just after this. And the ball is kicked off. Josiah Chafin, the return man here. Chafin, a solid return, breaks the tackle, and then is ultimately picked up and brought down. Coming up with the tackle is Chris Knutson. Knutson also with an interception in this one already. First and 10 Boxers, ball on their own 28-yard line to kick off this drive.
Going to stay with Keaton Smith. He's going to come out to take the snaps. Again, only 4 for 13 in the first half for 33 yards. So it's something to really jumpstart up Brody Bandolina's held in check as well, only 19 yards and 10 carries.
Ball snap. Smith hands it off. Bantalina trying to bounce out, and he gets brought down. Drew Cody coming up with the tackle for the Whitworth Pirates. Second down and 8 here for the home team in red. Ball handed off again. Bantalina trying to find a seam there, but it'll be another short gain.
Not able to run the ball between the tackles. Whitworth defense stacking them up pretty well, and pretty much every gap has been closing, so unable to find any room running, only able to pick up another couple yards.
3rd and 6. Just under 10 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 6-0 Pirate lead. Smith drops, surveys, throws it over the middle, and a good find there. And that'll be good for a boxing first down.
Camarillo on a little crossing pattern over the middle. Good ball by Smith, delivered it right on the money, makes the catch, able to turn it upfield. So finally able to hit one on the crossing pattern all the way up to their own 43-yard line. So critical third down pickup for the Boxer offense.
So 1st and 10, ball on the Boxers' 43-yard line. Three receivers on the far side of the field for Pacific. Bantalina gets the handoff. Coming up with the tackle is Knutson.
Good job of Knutson. It's just a one-on-one tackle. A little bit of space for Bantalina, but able to just more or less hawk time down. Able to pick up 4 if he's able to kind of sneak past Knutson. Had a lot of open territory in front of him, but again, good open field tackle by Knutson. He's had a huge game, probably the biggest play defensively in this game with the interception in the end zone.
2nd and 5 here for Pacific. Ball snap to Smith. He'll hand it off to Bantalina, who strikes up the middle himself. That'll be good for a Boxer first down.
Found a little bit of a crease, and with Bantalina just firing right through there. Eventually, Hayden Throneberry, sophomore from Moses Lake, Washington, able to come up with a tackle, but finally found a little bit of a gap and able to just fire through there. Found the open space all the way to the 41-yard line. Now again in Whitworth territory. That's a little drive going for the Boxers.
Just under 7:45 remaining here in the third quarter. 6-0 Pirate lead. First down and 10 for Pacific. They're going to look to go in the air here. They throw it up the right sideline, and who is it? Who comes up with the catch before being forced out of bounds. Big game for the Boxers.
Well, you like the design. They ran a 4-receiver stack on the other side. Looks like they're going to go to the quick hitter, but they had the one-on-one coverage. And this time, they threw it right at the sideline, high up in there, and they used Warren to come up with a big catch along the sideline, using the big 6'4" frame, just going right over the top as Knutson was beaten on the play. 1st and 10, just outside the 10, marking at the 11-yard line. So big offensive play to the freshman Warren.
1st and 10, ball on Whitworth's 11. The ball's handed off to Lucas Voss as he gets spun down after a short pickup.
Like Deacon Dietz made the tackle right near the line of scrimmage as Voss. And a little bit of a gap on the left side, but Dietz able to just wrap him up and able to pick up 2.
2nd and 8, 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 6-0 Pirate lead. The Boxers looking to change that as they got good field position yet again in this one. Can they convert? Smith hands it off to Voss. He cuts up the field, and he gets brought down after a short pickup.
Force it back to the inside and get a power run to the left side, but Voss not able to find enough room again. Tried to power his way forward, but stacked up pretty well again by the Whitworth defense. And they would have picked maybe a yard or two again, so bring up a critical 3rd and 6. They can get a first down without scoring.
Third down and 6 here. Smith looks right, throws right, high to Warren, and we got a flag on the play. That'll be a pass interference.
They tried to deep fade to the back of the end zone for Warren. Again, he had a one-on-one coverage Knutson, but Knutson made contact right when Warren was going to try to go for the catch, so I think that was an easy call on the pass interference penalty. And I like the play call. It's a tough play for the defender, and again, Warren with that athleticism at 6'4", try to go over the top, but again, Knutson made contact while the ball was up in the air, so had to call the interference penalty. First and goal for the Boxers at the
2. First and goal for Pacific on the Pirate 2-yard line. Lucas Voss set up in the backfield. Solid power runner is Voss. You'd expect the ball to go to him here on this first down. And it does. He barrels his way up the middle, but he stops short of the goal line.
Got power right up the middle, but Whitworth defense able to stand him up. Like it's going to be no gain.
Picked up just a yard there. Oh no, no gain indeed as we switch back. Second and goal here for Pacific.
And then Bone Griffith is the lead fullback.
And somebody jumped.
Yeah, Whitworth jumped in the neutral zone. It looked like Luke Jacobson, the defensive lineman, made contact. Oh, wow, they're going to call illegal procedure. That's a huge penalty. I thought Whitworth jumping in the neutral zone, but they call it on the Boxers for moving early. So that's a huge penalty. Marks it 5 yards back, bringing it second goal at the 7.
Boxers with a prime opportunity to put points on the board in this one. Second and goal. Smith throws it over the middle. That'll be a Boxer score. His first of the game.
Looks like it's Camarillo, just a quick slant, and good pass by Smith, able to fit it in. Camarillo makes a nice catch as Trey Rose, the defensive back, was all over him, but still able to fit it in the tight window, make the catch as the defender was all over him. And with the extra point, the Boxers can take their first lead of the game.
Boxers looking for an extra point opportunity here. And the kick is up. And the Boxers take the lead. 7-6 ball game. The Boxers ahead now here at home. 5:06 remaining as Smith was able to connect with Camarillo for a touchdown.
Yeah, a couple big interference penalties against Whitworth on that drive. And eventually they were able to catch that one in. Again, they go to the quick slant to Camarillo. And again, a good pass by Smith. Good catch by Camarillo. The defender was all over him, but good concentration. And again, fitting it into that tight window. And able to come with a big catch. So the Boxers get their first touchdown of the day and take the 1-point lead.
Boxers scoring the first touchdown of the day for either team as the 6 points put up by the Pirates are off of a pair of field goals. So Boxers finally finding some momentum offensively here in quarter number 3. And 7-6 ball game, 5:06 remaining in the third quarter. I'll do my best to continue to read off the score and time. I see a scoreboard graphic on my screen in front of me here. Kick is up. And the Pirates receive it again. Boxers with a good stop on that return play.
Good coverage downfield. Trying to get a number, and it looked like that was Keon Mills. Seen on the defensive side of the ball. He's the one that slowed up Northcroft on the play. Eventually they make the tackle. So good special teams coverage downfield. As Whitworth have started all the way back to their own 16-yard line.
We'll see if this Boxer defense can continue to hold up as best as it can. See if the Boxers can hold on to this lead. 7-6, 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The ball is handed off to Solano, and Solano gets hard-handed. Put up with the tackle there as Quincy Springs on the play.
Great job of the dude from San Jose coming up to meet the running back Solano right at the line of scrimmage, try to escape him, but able to wrap him up. So just good one-on-one tackle in space. They're throwing for a 1-yard loss.
Under 4.5 to go now here in the third quarter. 2nd down and 11 for the Pirates. Ball snap to Lacio. He looks right, rolls left, gets rid of it, and it's an incomplete pass on the play.
If they give him the catch, the linesman and the field judge are kind of looking at each other. I think they are going to give him. But I think actually the receiver went out of bounds, came back in, so that should be illegal touching against Whitworth. But I think the receiver, Drake Matthews, was out of bounds, came back, made the catch. So once you go out of bounds and don't reestablish yourself, then it'll be illegal touching.
And that is the call indeed. Why Scott Hermo gets paid the big bucks, folks.
Huge bucks.
3rd down and 11. 4:13 remaining here in the third quarter. Huge 3rd down play for the Pirates. Trying to keep their drive alive. Ball snap, Lacio throws it in the flat to Salgado. Salgado trying to break up the field, and he gets forced out of bounds by a Boxer. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I think Everett Ratliff, they would push him out of bounds, try to get Salgado in space, a quick hitter on the strong side of the field. Got one black block, but tried to turn it upfield, but eventually, good job of Ratliff, forcing him out of bounds, not letting him turn the corner. Will sort of picking a 1st down and not going to go for it from your own 21-yard line, down 1. So plenty of time in this game with 3:50 and counting in the third quarter.
And the punt is out.
Good kick.
Really good kick. And it will go out of bounds. And so it'll be Boxer football at their own 30-yard line.
And 49 yards on the punt, kicked it right toward the sideline. Eventually goes out of bounds. And Chapin had no chance to return it. So Purdy gets punt, and but still not bad field position for the Boxers to start at their own 30.
We'll see if the Boxer offense can keep up the momentum from the previous drive where they were able to get their first score of the game. Riley Camarillo on the touchdown catch from Keaton Smith. Ball a snap. Fake handoff to Bantolina. And Chafin over the middle. He got a bump across the field in front of the flag is thrown.
They fake it. It looks like a little RPO. They ran the post pattern in the middle of the field, and right before the ball arrived, it looked like Trey Rose, the defensive back, went shoulder to shoulder with the defender. Now, he has a right to the ball. You saw the reaction on the Whitworth sideline, thinking that the defender actually made a legal play, but they will call the pass interference penalty because the contact came before the ball arrived.
It'll be First down and 10 for Pacific. Ball now at their own 45-yard line. 3 minutes and 25 seconds remain here in the third quarter. 7-6 Pacific lead.
Have to feel a little bit snaky with Coach Sandberg as the penalties have been piling up while Pacific yet to be penalized except for the 5-yard illegal motion penalty in this game.
Ball handed off to Bantalina. He cuts up the field, bounces out towards the Boston sideline. The foot goes up the sideline, but he gets brought down just at about the Pirate 20-yard line. Huge run for Brody Bantalina.
Well, Brody finally breaks one out off that play to the right side, just fires through the gap, gets to that second level, eventually touchdown saving tackle right at the 20-yard line, but give him 35 yards, so Bantalina finally breaks out with his biggest run of the game.
First down and 10 for the Boxers. 3 minutes remaining now in quarter number 3. Trips left for Pacific. Ball snapped to Smith. He hands it off to Bantalina, who goes up the middle, and he gets brought down after a short gain. Coming up with the tackle is Drew Cody for Whitworth. Second and 9 here for Pacific. Smith drops back, throws it over the middle of the field, and into double coverage, we've got an incomplete pass.
Hunter Latier on the coverage, dropping all the way back, trying to fit it to Camarillo. He thought somebody grabbed on him before the ball arrived. A close pad right in the middle of the end zone. Not a bad ball by Smith, but not able to complete it.
Third and 9. Ball thrown to Voss in the flat. He got caught looking up the field before reeling the ball in that time.
Well, even if he catches that one, not sure he's been able to get to the first down mark. Had to get all the way to 11. He would have caught it right inside the 20-yard line. There was defenders in the area, but not able to complete it, so they're bringing Ahmed for a field goal. First game of the season at Howard Payne, he did make 2 field goals. He definitely has the leg. This one would be about 36 yards, so makeable field goal at the right hash.
Ahmed the kicker, Smith the holder. And it's blocked. That will be an empty, scoreless possession, or drive, if you will, for Pacific. And it is now Pirate football again. The Boxers still hold on to a lone point lead.
And the Pirates come up with their first big special teams play. They're able to block the field goal. It's hard to tell if he actually kicked it low. I think somebody went up and able to get a little piece of it. I guess I was surprised that Whitworth decided not to try to pick that one up, and possibly return it, decided to let it go, not taking any chances of possibly picking up and fumbling it back and giving the ball back to Pacific. So big special teams play. Unfortunately for them, the ball did go forward enough where they're going to start at their own 10-yard line, down 1 with 1:57 left in the third quarter.
Lacio brings a man in motion, hands it off to Salgado. He tries to bounce out near the right sideline, gets brought down just inside of the numbers. Gain about 2.
Everett Rallis' helmet came off, so he's going to have to come out of the play for a game as he's able to make the tackle. Everest Rodriguez, freshman from Kalihi, Hawaii, he'll come into the game for him.
Second and 7 here. Fake handoff to Salgado. Lacio looking up the field. Evades one defender, throws it up his team's sideline, and able to reel it in for a first down is the Pirates. It was Dawson Tobeck coming up with the catch.
Nice job of helping out your quarterback coming back. to his quarterback right up the sideline, rolling to the left side. He's flushed out of the pocket, throws right to the sideline. Nice sliding, diving catch that time by Tobek for the first down. So big play by the senior receiver.
Exactly a minute remaining as the clock continues to run here in the third quarter. Lacio to Salgado. Salgado gets stuck. Xavier Walker coming up with the tackle on the play for the home team.
A junior for Fremont had a nice game at the defensive line position right in the middle of the Boxer front. He was able to knock down a pass, and he's been in multiple tackles today for a really good job. Well, let's play in that nose tackle position.
Lacio drops, dumps it off to his tight end, and that'll be good for a first down. Coming up with the catch there is Nate Peterson.
It's a nice little design play because they're going to hit to the outside. We'll talk about that play as the third quarter is over.
7-6 Boxer lead. We've got one more quarter of football remaining here in regulation. We'll have it right here for you on the FloCollege Sports Network. $15 minutes remain here in regulation as we got one more quarter of guaranteed football in this one. It is first down and 10 for the Pirates. Fake handoff. Lacio looking to evade the rush, and he just throws it out of bounds on the Boxer sideline.
Play action, looking downfield, nobody is open, rolls out to the right side, evaded one defender. Starts going toward the sideline, smartly just threw that one away instead of taking the loss.
That'll be second and 10 now for the Pirates. And it's been a game of primarily defense. The Boxers were able to get a touchdown here in the second half as the Pirates have gotten a field goal in each half, which is giving them 6 points to the Boxers 7. And that'll be an incomplete pass there. So Northcroft, the intended receiver. Now third down and long.
I think there's confusion.
Whether it was incomplete or whether it was in the backfield and considered a fumble.
Possibly some type of, it will be incomplete. So I was thinking there's no way that was possibly a lateral, a swing pass to the outside, he just underthrew it. But the way the line judge on the far sideline, he started marking it behind the line of scrimmage. So.
And the whistle wasn't blown until Northcroft dove on the football after it was loose. So, but an incomplete pass it is. 14 and a half to go here in the fourth quarter. Third down and 10 here for the Pirates. Lacio puts Northcroft in motion. High snap yet again. We've seen plenty of those. Lacio escapes the pocket, looks up the field, throws up the field, finds a receiver wide open, and that'll be a huge play for the Pirates on that first down pickup. What a find from the quarterback, Lacio.
Chase Gomes got loose up the sideline as Lacio's looking, flushed out of the pocket. He thought he was going to take it upfield. but good recognition at the last second. He sees Gomes get behind the defense right at the sideline, and a big throw, makes the catch, sprints about 10 to 15 yards downfield all the way to the Pacific 22, so give credit to Lacio. Big play, throwing it on the run.
1st and 10. Ball thrown into the flat to Northcroft. He cuts up the field, breaks the tackle of one defender, tries to shake another one to pick up an extra yard or two. And another solid play on this drive for the Pirates. We're looking to retake the lead on this drive based on the position that they have, and also knowing that even if they don't get a touchdown, they've got a darn good kicker, and they're in territory.
Yeah, just a quick hitter to the outside. Good job of weaving his way through traffic by Northcroft. To be able to pick up 9, just short. First down mark officially will be about 2nd and 2.
Lacio finds Northcroft. Northcroft trying to make his way towards the end zone. He's staying up as best he can, and it'll finally be a stoppage of play there.
He's a big target, 6'3", 197-pound sophomore from Pullman, Washington. Just ran the stick pattern right to the left half, makes the catch, gets a couple yards upfield, and just wouldn't go down on the play. Eventually tackled at the, about the 4-yard line. 1st and goal for the Pirates at the 4.
First and goal on the 3-yard line of Pacific. Ball handed off to Salgado, and he bounces his way into the end zone for a score.
If you're the Pirates here, you got to go for 2, try to push it up to a 7-point lead. So most of the time you don't want to try to chase the 2-pointers. Once you get in the 4th quarter, I think you were Coach Sandberg, you got to go for 2 in this spot.
12-7 Pirate lead, and indeed they will go for 2 here, as my partner mentioned.
Possibly first half or maybe early in the 3rd quarter, you probably want to kick the extra point. Don't want to be chasing 2 points early, but if you're this part of the game so late and you still have 12:34, then you go for 2 in this spot. So agree with Coach Sandberg going for 2 here.
There'll be a Whitworth timeout called on the field. Take a quick break and be right back here with you. Going for 2 here is the Pirates coming out of the timeout. Salgado score. Wouldn't be surprised to see them potentially go to Salgado, and they indeed hand it off to him. And the 2-point conversion is indeed good. So it is now a 14-7 Pirate lead here in Forest Grove. 12 minutes and 34 seconds remain here in the 4th quarter. And we've still got a competitive one here in the opening week of Northwest Conference play.
That's where we're saying, hey, try to stop Salgado. They just powered that one, and Salgado just bowled his way into the end zone with the more or less kind of the simple handoff. So the Pirates get the lead back, get the 2-point conversion to go up 7. And going back to that last drive, the biggest play was by Lacio on the 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket, rolls out the left side, and able to hit Gomes right at the sideline. So give credit to Lacio. Tried to more or less had to throw it across his body and having the recognition, seeing the receiver get behind the defense up the sideline and delivering a perfect strike. And eventually they get in the end zone. A couple big pass plays also to Northcroft as well. Set up the touchdown.
Boxers are set to receive here. Kick is up.
Let's go, guys.
And the Boxers receive it. Chafin breaks right. Chafin still on his feet, passes the 40-yard line, gets brought out of bounds at a little bit past the 45-yard line, and ultimately flushing him out of bounds was Jake Gaffney, the kicker of all people.
Yeah, good return on the right side, had a little bit of an alley, like you said. But actually, we do have a penalty on the place. Penalty thrown right at the 36-yard line. Not sure who this one's going to go against.
We'll wait to see as the officials are gathered.
Well, one of those rare offensive face masks. I'm not sure if it's possibly on Chafin or somebody that's trying to block, but only the first major penalty going against the Boxers today, so there's been a pretty big disparity in penalties. Whitworth on the wrong end of the penalties today, only the second penalty against the Boxers for about 20 yards.
First and 10. Ball snap, handed off to Bantalina. He's trying to get around the edge of the defense. And picks up a solid gain on first down.
Looked like Mississippi Lyman had a chance to make the play right near the line of scrimmage, but Bantalina able to just run by him, turn it upfield. Pretty good gain, able to pick up about 7 on the carry.
Second down and 3 now for Pacific. 12 minutes remain here in regulation. Fake by Keaton Smith. He now rolls the opposite way that he faked of, and he'll go out of bounds. We got a flag on the play in the backfield.
Not sure it's possibly the tight end Rasu going to get called for the holding penalty. Looks like he possibly grabbed the defensive lineman Lane Watkins on the play right when Smith was trying to get out of the pocket.
So it'll now be second down and a long 13. Boxers pretty deep into their own territory, Smith dumps it off to Bantalina. He turns around, shakes one defender. Another one gets blocked, but more continue to arrive to ultimately bring him down.
That was a really good play by the defensive lineman, Lane Watkins. He was in position, read the screen immediately, was there to make the tackle. I think Pacific possibly got away with a block in the back as well, as he was pushed from behind by Diego Reyna. No call, but still able to hem him in. Actually going to lose about 3 yards, bringing up 3rd and 16.
Third and 16, under 11 minutes to go. Smith drops, steps up into the pocket, throws it up the field, and it'll be out of bounds on that play. So the punt unit will come onto the field for the home team Boxers.
Well, pattern to the sideline. Chafin get right to the first down marker as Smith flushed out of the pocket, throws on the run to the left side. Chafin tried to do a little bouncing act, trying to make the catch, but not able to catch it. Not sure if he would have been inbounds either. So Pacific got the punt from their own end zone, and Pirates should get some prime field position back.
Punt is out and out. Rolls past the midfield. And the Boxers will pick it up in Pirate territory at the 45-yard line. It'll be Whitworth football looking to extend their lead beyond just the possession.
Well, kind of ugly looking kick, but still got a nice roll and able to net 40 yards off the punt. But again, pretty good field position for the Pirates, and if they can possibly put up a score here, give them a nice little margin as we have the 10:30 mark left in the game, up 7. So critical drive coming up for the Pacific defense. Have to keep the Pirates off the scoreboard and keep it within a one-possession game.
Ball's handed off. Pickup of about 3 for Whitworth. And the tackler on that play is Ryan Nelson. 5-yard pickup, so solid gain on first down.
Ryan Nelson, 6'2", 271-pound sophomore, not far down the road from Ranron, Oregon, and Willamette High School.
Ball's handed off to Salgado again as he burst up the middle of the field. That'll be good for a Pirate first down. Ultimately, Bison Vasquez came up with the tackle.
Well, Salgado slowly finding some bigger holes and getting some bigger gains, so starting to maybe wear down this Pacific defense a little bit. Good hole on the left side, and again, Salgado just powers his way forward, showing the size and speed. Pick up the first down, Pacific 41.
First and 10. Salgado receives the handoff again. And he makes something happen for a solid gain on a first down play.
Yeah, he's looking for the hole and kind of hesitated. Didn't really see much. Looked like the Pacific defense had it hemmed in. He's going to make the tackle right near the line of scrimmage with Salgado just able to maneuver his way upfield, push the pile forward. It looked like maybe only 2 or 3 yards, able to turn it into 6.
Second down and 4. 8:35 remaining here in the fourth. Pirates lead 14-7. Salgado again up the middle, and he picks up yet another Pirate first down as they continue to drive.
Another big chunk run for Salgado, and again, where he's struggling early in the game, maybe only getting about 2 or 3 yards of carry, and all of a sudden those are turning into 7 or 8 yard gains, and another big one all the way to the Pacific 27-yard line. So getting a good push, and Salgado getting that second win with some nice runs.
First and 10 here, under 8 to go. Lacio throws it up the field, and that'll be a Pirate touchdown.
Well, they ran that out and up. It looked like it's Drake Matthews on the play as Lacio just gave a little quick pump fake. Defender bit on the play. All of a sudden, Matthews gets behind the defensive back. The 6'3", 190-pound sophomore gets his first touchdown of the game, and the Pirates at that point can extend the lead to 21-7.
And the point after the touchdown is good. The Pirates lead 21-7, 7:42 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And we'll be back with that remaining 7:42 on the FloCollege Sports Network. And the kick is up. Boxers will return. Bantalina is the return man. He's looking to find some action, and he gets brought down by the shoestring. And it will now be Pacific football, and they are going to have to drive as Chris Knutson comes up with the tackle on that play.
Well, if you're the Boxers, optimally you'd like to get a touchdown with the next 3 or 4 minutes, give you enough time to possibly have to onside kick, see if you can also conserve the timeouts. They still have 3 timeouts left in the game, so again, optimally try to at least score in the next 3 to 5 minutes to give yourself a chance. Possibly get the ball back, but obviously you still have to get in the end zone first.
Ball handed off to Bantalina. He bounces off a defender, tries to spin off another one, but can't get away. And it was Drew Cody, who he couldn't get away from, coming up with the tackle on that play. 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7 now for Pacific. Ball handed off to Brody. He was brought down by Luke Jacobson on that carry.
We're going to have to speed it up a little bit more and start taking some shots downfield. You're not going to be able to quickly score with getting 3 yards per play, so you're going to have to speed it up and obviously still have to pick up the first down to keep this drive alive. Looking a little disorganized right now.
3rd down and 4 for the Boxers. A huge 3rd down and 4. 6:20 remaining. Fake handoff to Bantalina. Rush is Smith, and he's sacked, but we do have a flag in the backfield.
Well, Drew Cody didn't bite on the play action, just went right to Smith. Sacked in the backfield. Not sure what the penalty is going to be. They're going to look like a hold on Pacific, so obviously they'll decline it, get the 3 and out, and really have no choice, but you're going to have to punt it here, even though it's 4th down, you're down two scores with 3 timeouts left. Well, they're going to leave the offense out on the field, so. Pretty much if you don't get it here, it's going to be game over because they'll take over deep in Pacific territory. So
4th down and 16 for Pacific. The clock continues to dwindle as we're under 6 minutes now in this one. Smith, survey, steps up into the pocket, goes towards the right sideline, throws it up the sideline, and Michael Warren was the intended receiver.
I don't know if it's intercepted or just knocked away, but it will be Whitworth ball.
Absolutely.
It would be better if he didn't intercept it because you want the yardage on incompletion. It will be an incomplete pass, so they'll take over up 14 at the Pacific 17-yard line. So Boxers will need some kind of semi-miracle right now.
And you need a miracle in the form of a turnover here.
And if I'm Whitworth, I just use the clock, pound it with Salgado if we don't get the first down. Try to at least set it up where Bone can kick his 3rd field goal of the game. And if you're Pacific, you got to start using your timeouts as well in the 2-score deficit.
Salgado on the carry.
Yeah, so you should be using your timeouts here because you got to at least preserve the clock. Not going to use them, but again, the situation, this is where you want to use those timeouts.
Second and 7. We've now reached the 5-minute mark here in the 4th. Clock still continuing to roll. Ball is handed off to Salgado. Salgado stutter stepping his way into the first down. He'll score a touchdown on that play.
Oh, there's Salgado. Just a great job, just kind of doing a little shimmy shake and just out faking the defender. Didn't really have a hole to run through, but all of a sudden, once he does the shake, the defender bites, kicks it to the outside, shows the speed. So that was all Salgado, just a beautiful touchdown run, and that's going to probably pretty much put this game away with extra point, can make it 28-7. So unbelievable run by Salgado, and he shows why he's one of the best running backs in the Northwest Conference.
And the extra point is good yet again. So what was a competitive one coming into this fourth quarter has now kind of gotten blown out of proportion as the Whitworth Pirates have 28 and the Boxers just 7.
Yeah, they've just blitzed them about these last 10 minutes, 22-0 run as they overcome a 7-6 deficit and have put up 3 straight touchdowns. And again, put this game away. And again, Salgado, maybe the play of the game with the unbelievable run, nowhere to go. But again, used a little bit of a shake, defender bite, kicks to the outside, shows the speed, and gets to the end zone. His best run of the day and also his first touchdown as well. So again, Salgado coming up big in the second half.
Salgado has passed the 100-yard rushing mark in this one. He's got 116 yards on 21 rushing attempts, a pair of touchdowns to go with it, averaging 5.5 yards per carry in this one.
Yeah, coming in the game, he actually only averaged 55 yards game, so it was a slow start for him, but doubled that today, getting over the 100-yard mark.
Bantalina trying to break. And doesn't get far. Coming up with the tackle is Caden Keithley for the Pirates. It'll be Pacific football here, 4:34 remaining, down 3 scores. Ball snap to Smith. He shovels it forward to Brody Bantalina, who will pick up a few.
Had a little underhanded shovel pass to Bantalina. Had a little bit of room up the middle, but again, closed quickly by the Whitworth defense. Able to pick up 6.
Smith, he'll get sacked in the backfield. A big-time play coming from Tyree Pearson of Whitworth.
Well, Smith setting up in the backfield, looking over, and right when he's going to get flushed out of the pocket, Pearson, 6 foot, 257-pound freshman from Salt Lake City, Utah, comes in with a big sack in the backfield. So give credit to the defensive line, guys like Layton Watkins, Pearson, Luke Jacobson, come up with some big games.
Just over 3.5 minutes to go now in regulation. Smith throws right. And that'll be a first down pickup for Pacific.
And Camarillo's had a nice game that time. Just found a little soft spot right at the sideline, just past the first down marker, able to deliver. And Camarillo makes a nice catch. He scored the only touchdown for the Boxers in this game.
Clock continuing to run. Smith finds Chafin, and he'll be forced out of bounds, but it'll be moving chains in favor of Pacific.
Yeah, in front of Amari Williams. Coach Sandberg just more or less playing deep coverage, kind of quarters coverage. They're not going to allow anybody to get upfield. They'll give them those 10 to 15-yard out patterns up the sideline, but don't want to get beat deep and give them a big one.
Time continues to shave. 2:40 remaining. Smith launching it up the field. Chafin able to catch it amongst 3 Pirate defenders Heck of a throw, getting it into the breadbasket with Smith.
Yeah, just a perfect deep post pattern right over the middle of the field, and Chafin able to make the catch. A lot of white jerseys around the ball, but just perfectly thrown, and a nice catch in traffic as well.
Chafin able to catch it amongst 3. First and 10 Pacific. Ball on the Pirate 20. Smith looking to get rid of it, and does. Back shoulder throw. That'll be a Boxer touchdown. Michael Warren coming up with the catch.
Boy, that was a heck of a play by Warren as Smith rolls out to the right side, throws in the end zone, and Warren uses athleticism and a 6'4" frame to keep the feet in bounds right near the sideline for the touchdown. So that was a heck of a play. Good hands as well. So that's why you see him in there as a freshman. He's got the athleticism and showed the hands as well in the play.
And the field goal is up, and it's good. 28-14. Whitworth still with a comfortable cushion. Just 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in this ball game here. We will have a 2-minute timeout that'll likely come just after the kick return.
Well, if you're Pacific, you got to go onside here. You're down 2 scores. If it's a 1-score game, you have all your timeouts left. You could kick it off, but a 2-score game, you got to go onside here. They have no choice.
Again, a nice play there. Keaton Smith able to connect with Michael Warren, who's a promising young freshman. He's shown that athleticism on display quite a bit here in this one.
Again, 6'4", 182. Has that lean athletic body, very smooth as well. And you saw the athleticism on the catch in the end zone, keep the feet in bounds and also the good hands as well. So he's a good looking athlete and he's got a bright future with the Boxers.
Onside kick. Ball looks to be loose. Let's see who landed on top of it.
Well, white jersey landed on top of it first. It didn't go 10 yards, but Pacific able to get on top of it as Whitworth does not field it cleanly. I think that's Bison Vasquez is able to come up with it. So the ball did go 10 yards, but there is a white jersey that tried to fall on the ball but didn't secure it, scrambled for the ball. The Boxers still alive.
28-14, 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining, and the Boxers will get an extra timeout with a 2-minute timeout that'll come up here shortly.
Well, see if you can get a big play because obviously, like you said, Devon, they will have the automatic 2-minute timeout for the half, so see if they can get a decent-sized play, get into Whitworth territory. Still have 3 timeouts left, and around the 2-minute time, down 14, they'll have all their timeouts left, so see if they can hit at least a play where you can get at least the midfield here.
Ball snapped to Smith. Smith throwing it up the left sideline, and that pass is broken up.
That's a nice play. The ball hung up in there. Thought it was going to possibly get there. It looked like they're trying to hit Bradley Kansu on the left side, but White Hess, the defensive back, came over and did a nice job of knocking it away.
And the 2-minute timeout is here. 1:58 seconds remaining, 28-14 Pirate lead. Still Boxer football, trying to stay alive, but they need a lot to work in their favor to be able to survive this one. We'll be back just after this timeout on the FloCollege Sports Network. Boxers barely get rid of that one. On 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Lane Watkins in hot pursuit just at the last second. He tried to shovel it to Bantolino, who had his back to him. Would be a grounding penalty since Bantolino was in the receiving area as he flipped the ball forward. So good job of Morales not taking the sack or possibly a grounding penalty, but will be an incomplete pass.
3rd down and 10 now for Pacific. Minute 52 remaining. 28-14 Whitworth lead. Ball snapped to Smith. Smith tried to stay in the pocket, comes up in it. He's still looking down the field, seeing who he can get rid of it to. He throws it up the Boxers' sideline.
I think it was caught by Camarillo. They're going to discuss it.
It will indeed be a completion. The chains are moved. That'll be a Boxer first down.
They get to the 44-yard line, so again, Camarillo come up with a big catch near the sideline, the Whitworth 44-yard line. So again, going to have to speed it up and try to get a few more chunk plays. That possibly burning any of your timeouts.
Smith flushed out of the pocket towards the right sideline. We do have a flag thrown. Smith will lob it, and we consider it an incomplete pass, but we got a flag on the play.
Yeah, we're going to get offensive holding penalty. It looks like Tyson Kane Pacheco, senior offensive lineman, is going to get called for this one. So in this case, if you're Whitworth, take the penalty no matter what the situation is. You want to march them as far back as possible.
1st and 20, just over a minute and a half remaining. Ball thrown over the middle. Camarillo again coming up with the catch, and he'll get brought down.
Well, Whitworth only rushed at 3, dropping 8, and looks like Pacific's going to have to use their timeouts. Didn't pick up the first down. He did get out of bounds, so they're going to have to burn one of them.
Got a timeout on the field for the Boxers. A minute and 23 remaining in this one, and it's just been a late second half surge from Whitworth. It's got them with a pretty comfortable cushion now with just a little bit of time remaining.
Yeah, ever since Pacific that took that 7-6 lead, it's been pretty much all Whitworth. And again, they blitzed them with 22 straight points, and just a good job of the defense, and the offense finally got it going. Lazio made some big plays. Salgado also some big plays as well, and gave credit to the Pirate offense, who pretty much struggled for the first 3 quarters, but all of a sudden, 4th quarter really turned it on, and again put up 22 straight points to take themselves to the 14-point lead now. Still not out of the woods yet. Going to need the defense to stop, put this one away, as they were not able to recover the onside kick.
And a rush will lead to a sack, and the defense is doing this part to help bring this one home for the Whitworth Pirates. It's Lane Watkins who came up with the sack on the play.
Yeah, the senior from Snohomish on the right defense end position, 6'5", 250, has just been a menace on that right side, get a big sack in the backfield, and again, Pacific really has no choice but to take the timeout in this spot, with the clock running and the big loss as well.
It'll be 3rd down and 25 after the timeout here. And in the case of Pacific, their defense held up for as long as they could in this ball game. Had a really solid first half, a pretty solid 3rd quarter. But late started to wear down a little bit as the momentum started to sway towards the direction of the Pirate offense.
Yeah, when you look back at this game, I think you're going to go back to the 2 missed opportunities off the big 2 special teams plays, where they started 2 drives in Whitworth territory, not able to come out with any points in the first half. So if they could have staked themselves to maybe at least get points or a field goal or at least 1 touchdown, it could have been a 1-possession game on this last drive, but unfortunately got no points starting 2 drives in Whitworth territory after big special teams plays.
Smith Going towards the Whitworth sideline. Still looking to get it up the field. Finally launches. And it'll get reeled in by the Boxers. Big first down play on 3rd down and 25.
Camarillo comes with another big catch. Just throws it up the sideline. And ball gets to Camarillo for the first down. So Boxers not dying yet. They get the big, and they only rushed 2 on the play. They dropped 9 back in coverage that time, but still able to complete it up the sideline.
Smith steps up into the pocket, and he gets brought down. Coming up with the tackle is Luke Jacobson that time.
We got a Boxer player down, and I think they have to use the last time out with the player hurt in the situation. You also see Canale Colwell, who's been a mainstay of the offensive line, 5'9", 330-pound junior, kind of slowly kind of limping off the field as well.
A 28-14 lead here as we have a Boxer down on the field.
Yeah, it's an offensive line. We didn't get the number, so.
Trainers and head coach Ian Falcon are on the field to tend to the student athlete down. Minimal support to be helped off of the field here.
I think it's Diego Reyna, 6', 285-pound senior from Newport Coast, California, part of Del Mar High School. Kind of slowly walking off the field, so walking off on his own power, but he's showing a little bit of a limp on the left side.
55 seconds remaining here in this ball game. 28-14 lead for the Pirates. The Boxers looking to shrink that deficit to 1 possession, potentially get an onside kick as they were able to moments ago. But again, a lot needs to go in their favor to be able to come out victorious in this one, down 2 possessions with under a minute to go. Smith drops, throws it up the field into the end zone, and we got an incomplete pass on the play.
Pretty much a jump ball. Looked like Jordan Baronobinas. Bird. I'll try to get this right. Baranobas Pine. Just a jump ball in the end zone through it. You might as well just take the shot. The junior receiver from Ava Beach, Hawaii, not able to come up with the catch. This is basically a one-on-one jump ball situation. So, again, got to take your chances and throw it to the end zone and see if you can come up with a big play.
Third and 10. Smith steps into the pocket, throws it over the middle of the field again, and he overthrows his intended target.
They're trying to hit Chafin. Again, Whitworth playing some 3 deep safeties. Defensive back in the middle of the field for Whitworth was Trey Rose. He from Womack, Washington, was in position, just overthrew everybody. So comes down to this last play. You got to get either first down or the touchdown to keep this game alive.
Fourth down and 10, a final opportunity for the Boxers to stay alive in this one by any means necessary. Smith launches it up the field. He's got one-on-one coverage up there, and that will be it for Pacific, as that'll be a turnover on downs. Breaking up the play there was Hayden Throneberry.
Yeah, threw it into the end zone, tried to hit Tanner Tuggle, sophomore receiver from Medford, Oregon. Just a one-on-one play, but nice job of Throneberry. Sophomore Moses Lake, Washington, able to break it up, and Whitworth Pirates will open up with a big road win.
Pirates are now in what they like to call victory formation. see if we can get some NWC scores across the conference here.
Well, unfortunately, the D3 football site has not been updating it very well today.
Well, there we go. And my partner is usually always on top of that, and so I was wondering what happened
very,
there.
very behind today, so
Got it.
we're not able to give you some updated scores. As again, need it one time, and anytime you can get a road win in the Northwest Conference, Coach Sandberg will take it. Next week, Pacific doesn't get any easier as they'll go to the House of Horrors for them. Maxwell Field play the Linfield Wildcats. So let's see if they can be very competitive at McMinnville next week.
And that is it for this one. The final score will be 28 Whitworth, 14 Pacific. And the Pirates coming away victorious in this one. And another big game, back-to-back seasons in this matchup for that of Luis Salgado.
Well, Salgado really turned it on in the second half. Had the big touchdown run to more or less put the game away. A little bit of a slow start for him, but eventually he had over 100 yards. Not quite the big game last year. We had 365 and 3 touchdowns, but turned it on in the second half, was a big difference maker. So, again, a good win for the Pirates, who kind of struggled going into this game in Northwest Conference play, only 1-2, and really hadn't got the offense going, but pretty good effort today. So I think for Coach Sandberg, have to be happy, especially being down 7-6, and eventually, again, the big 22-0 blitz pretty much put the game away. Pacific kind of hung in there, got the touchdown, got the onside kick, but couldn't get anything else. So, start off with a loss, and it doesn't get any easier. Like I said, have to play at Linfield next week, and then the schedule softens up a little bit, but kind of thrown in the fire, probably arguably playing the two best teams in Northwest Conference, open Northwest Conference play.
In the case of Whitworth, they will host George Fox next weekend for what will be their homecoming weekend, and they will start off NWC play with a 1-0 record, now improving to 2-2 overall. And in the case of Pacific, their record will now drop to 1-3 as they'll start off NWC play 0-2. That'll be it for us here. He's Scott Hermo. I'm Devon Pouncey. Again, the final score, Whitworth Pirates 28, Pacific University Boxers 14. And us two will see you back here for our homecoming weekend at Pacific on October 25th against Willamette University. Have a good one, everybody. Right, yes. At this point, that's